All right. Willie Rowell. Mr. Rowell, what do you plan on doing about an attorney?
Public defender?
Do you have any income at all?
No.
Have any land in your name or deeded to?
No, sir.
Any children under the age of 18 that you're financially responsible for?
No.
Checking or savings account?
No.
Can I get you to take that pen and sign by that X right there, please, sir? Yeah, we had to wait till you get started, though. All right, Mr. Rowell, here are the charges that you have against you this morning. You have a hit and run involving death. That is a violent crime under the laws of South Carolina, can carry up to 25 years in prison and/or a fine of $25,000. You also have been charged with being a habitual offender resulting in death. That can carry 20 years in prison and/or a fine of $10,000. You also have a charge of driving under suspension third offense. That carries a fine of $2,100 and up to 90 days in jail. And at this time, we'll hear from the solicitor's office.
Thank you, Your Honor. Lauren Brown for the state as well as Sergeant Ranks from the Highway Patrol. Your Honor, this incident happened on the 17th of this month. Trooper Brown and Trooper Grigg from the Highway Patrol responded to a hit and run. That's near SC 92. EMS, fire, and the sheriff's office were already on scene. The troopers observed various vehicle pieces at the scene, and they eventually observed the body of the deceased. That was later identified as Kyle Burch, Your Honor. Sandra Croft, who is the person who discovered Burch's body in the roadway, she told officers that she found his body in the roadway, and she actually had to drag him off the roadway to prevent further collisions. Mate arrived on scene and identified the suspect vehicle based on pieces of the vehicle that were left behind at the scene. It was identified as a 2002 Honda Odyssey. Later that day, Sergeant Seibel located the suspect vehicle at 4 Furman Street in Enoree. The Honda was located behind the residence with a tarp covering the front end, and the damage was consistent with the parts that were left on scene, Your Honor. Video surveillance from the nearby Little Cricket, located at 221 near SC 92, showed the defendant driving away from the gas station just a few minutes before the collision. Your Honor, he does have a record if you'd like to hear it at this time, but the victim's mother and family members are also here and they would like to address the court.
Let's hear your record first.
Your Honor, he has a 2014 manufacturer of meth, that's from Virginia. He has a 2017 neglect by legal custodian, 2018 3 driver suspensions, and a 2019 DUS and an HTO. And Your Honor, I would like to address the court after the victims address the court.
This is the mother of the victim, the deceased, and she just wanted me to read her statement. This man ran over my son. The defendant left him laying in the middle of the road like an animal. You have 4, excuse me, I had to read words on this. He has 4 DUS leaving the scenes, and he is a flight risk to Virginia. He's already made it clear that that's where he's going back to. He has made it known he's leaving Enoree to many people, so definitely can take that into consideration that he is a flight risk. She said, I took care of his children, I babysat them, and he took my child's life. He ran from Spartanburg County after they tried to arrest him before he turned himself in. And then he had left Kyle Burch in the middle of the road. Myself and his brother to grieve the most, are left to grieve the most of our lives. He can't run from God. This will pay for what what he did. We will pay for what he did. I will never see Kyle or talk to him because of him. We do request that his bond be denied, or you set a high cash or surety bond with home detention. So he can stay away from the family, since the family does know him and she did babysit his children So this isn't like a stranger to her. She knew who he was, the mother of the victim. And that's all we request.
Your Honor,
Yes.
if I may, I actually have him on his earlier charges, the burg first and a possession of meth charge, Your Honor. Those were scheduled this week for trial, and he did not show up on Monday. His attorney told the court that she had not had contact with him since April of this year, Your Honor. We definitely believe, just that alone proves that he's a flight risk, but again, just to add to what Ashley just said, we definitely believe that he is a flight risk, Your Honor, and he's obviously a danger to the community, so we're asking for no bond, Your Honor.
He's out on bond on the burglary first?
Correct, Your Honor.
We can't set bond on it. If he's out on bond on a burglary first, then he has a violent crime with the other, so. Based on those facts,
Oh, Your Honor.
Mr. Rowell?
I'm sorry, I directly indicted for a burglary first.
Okay.
I don't believe he had been arraigned on that charge. We were gonna
Okay.
do that this week, and he did not show up.
Okay, I misunderstood you then. All right, based on the facts of the case, based on the fact that we do have a violent crime and
Yes,
a
sir.
crime charge, we're still gonna let the circuit court set you bond, okay? Except for the DUS third. What I'm gonna do there is give you a cash surety bond of $1,000, okay?
Thank you.
That'll be handled in magistrate court, and more than likely, that's a 90-day sentence. You may have served that time before you appear before the circuit court judge.
Thank you, sir.
Conditions on that bond is not to operate a vehicle in South Carolina until licensed to do so.
Thank you, Judge Burns.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Make him a copy of that. All right, did you understand? Hang on, we got some paperwork we got to do. Do you understand that sheet that I gave you on the information regarding your rights?
Yes, sir.
If you did, sign my copy, please. And since you're going to two different courts, you get to sign two of them, okay? Sign that one too. Now, when you get, you'll have to wait here a little while before they bring you up for your trial date. Mr. Teague will come by from the public defender's office. You fought when he comes by, or Miss Johnson, make sure you talk to them and they can start working on this attorney for you, okay?
Okay.
This is something that you can request now or wait and talk to the attorney. This is your preliminary hearing where the state's got to show they have the facts and the evidence to
I want to
substantiate.
talk to the attorney first.
Okay, just hang on to it with that right there, okay? We'll start your stack there. All right, you have a date of initial appearance. Your date of initial appearance is January the 9th, 2020 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you do, sign by that X right there, please, sir. All right, due to the fact that you're probably going to be here a while, do you want me to list you to receive a text message or voicemail regarding your date of initial appearance?
Yeah.
I see no need in doing it for the DUS, because we'll go ahead and do both. What's your cell phone number?
864
Here,
517.
as opposed to you saying it out loud, let me just write it right there. Signed by that X there.
Want me to sign that?
Sign anything on that one. We're gonna go over, that's your magistrate checklist, and I did put your bond at the bottom for that one. This is the general sessions. And your bond on this one's to be set in circuit court, okay?
When is that?
That's what that attorney, you need to get that. That's the reason I say talk to that attorney. They can file a motion to have it done. They do it ever so often, like every other week in the circuit court. But the attorney will have to do that for you, okay? We need to go over these with you. I'll move this over a little more. All right. Number 2, this is your general sessions charge. If you do not show up for your trial date on that charge, and it hasn't been set yet, but once it is, and you don't show up, you could face a fine of $5,000 or imprisonment of 5 years or both. Do you understand that? You do put your initials beside number 2 on that blank. Yes, sir. On this one, if you don't show up, this is your magistrate charge. That court will issue a bench warrant to bring you back here to the jail, to bring you back before their court. Number 3 says on this one, we've given to you in writing and we've explained to you your right to a preliminary hearing. There is no number 3 on this one. 4 on both of them says you understand you have a right to a trial by jury. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, put your initials beside 4 on both. Number 5 on both of them says we've told you what you've been charged with, the penalty for that charge. We talked about attorneys, and you've asked us to refer you to the Office of the Public Defender. Now, they're going to have to qualify you, so that's the reason I say you need to talk to Mr. Teague or Ms. Johnson, okay? We'll get you to sign by that X right there. Same thing on that one. Good to go. Have a seat back, take your paperwork and have a seat back out in the pit. We'll see you prior to coming in here.